You've been living too long in a concrete world. Well, I tell you right now, I got plans for you, city girl. We'll take the battle out in the middle of the night. Do a little frog until we see sunrise. I'll be your crawdaddy crawling just to kiss your feet. You'll be my sugar mama, honey, down in New Orleans. 'Cause I got the rhythm when you get the blues. I sweep you right off of them high heel shoes. You live on the north side, but I'm from the south. I'm gonna show you what the bayou's about. Singing, come on, let your hair fall down. Blue-eyed baby, come and dance with me now. You know that you need it too. 'Cause there ain't no living soul who don't like what we do in the bayou. Muddy water loving people who don't mind the heat. I'll take you walking through the woods, no shoes on your feet. You'll be singing Shabby with some Creole soul. And we'll be rocking on the river, 'cause that's how we roll. And I got the rhythm, you won't get the blues. It's always a party in the bayou. Darling, come on, let your hair fall down. Blue-eyed baby, come and dance with me now. You know that you need it too. 'Cause there ain't no living soul who don't like what we do in the bayou. Fall down, blue-eyed baby, come and dance with me now. You know that you need it too. 'Cause there ain't no living soul who don't like what we do in the bayou. In the bayou,
Yeah, you will. Can you hear us? Can you hear?
I hear.
We are now live. Let's go. Welcome to week 4 of End Zone Eats here right outside of LSU's campus. I can see LSU's lights to Tiger Stadium right out the window. We're in the Walk-Ons parking lot. Thanks to Trey Ledbetter with Pro Dreams for letting us be here. Trey's been a good friend for a long time, and he called me when he opened this place up and said, "Hey, where are you doing your podcast?" I said, "My desk at my house." He goes, "Where'd you get the equipment?" I was like, "Amazon, about $40. Send it back." come do it here. I'm like, let's go. So I've been blessed to have to be here 4 weeks in a row. One of those.
I can't hear. I can talk, but I can't hear. Uh-oh.
Can you hear now?
No. Yeah, now I can.
There we go.
Howdy.
Pressing buttons, making it work. But yeah, thankful for Trey for letting us come out, hang out here. He's at a gala tonight that I donated some stuff to. Bayou Brothers did for a little silent auction. We also got the Baton Rouge Zydeco,
Right.
the hockey team. They put together a jersey, signed jersey, some T-shirts for
I got a beautiful Zydeco made out of purple heartwood.
Mhm.
Cutting board was one of the prizes at the Zydeco Pastalaya and Jambalaya cook-off in Baton Rouge. My only Baton Rouge cook-off I ever done.
Yeah, the Zydeco I met when we were at Guardian Day a few weeks ago. I met the marketing lady at the Zydeco, and so we're going to be doing a lot of different stuff for her. We're hoping before the season starts that the Zydeco coach and a player will come by and hang out, get them on, and talk about the show a little bit. And
Man,
Talk about their season.
Them, you know, before
oh, no doubt, I want to go to a couple games. They got a few good.
Get butts in the seat.
They have a few gift packages for sponsors where you can pay $1,000 or something like that for your logo can be on 1,500 towels, and they'll shoot them out throughout the stadium. Give you 10 tickets and pretty cool
How much it
packages.
costs to shoot my seasoning cans across?
All right, Nick. But here we go. First, I want to introduce who we're here. If you're watching us, then likely you know who's here already. We got Rusty Noel from Rusty Seasoning Every Stuff.
That's it.
And then we got Joe Kersey from LP Hat Company. He does some incredible hats. He got me hooked up. We're going to Hero Fest this weekend in Houma. He's got me hooked up with the Bayou Brothers hat.
New logo.
The new logo. He's also done our End Zone Eats hats, which every guest on the show will get a hat. And then he does his own hats too. So if you're looking for a hat, if you're a musician, if you're an event, if you're a business, anybody, baseball team, anybody,
Hats, koozies,
hats,
T-shirts.
koozies.
Every stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Show them that little roost, the roost.
Roost
spoon.
spoon.
And got me a roost spoon with my logo on it. And I just like the design of this, man. It ain't got no crazy, and it's got some beef to it, man. You can stir.
Oh, yeah. If Grandma would have whooped you with that,
And I was about to say, boy, you can correct some backside.
that one will tighten them up for sure.
So yeah, and then Joe, tell me a little bit about what you got going on with LP Hat Company right now.
All right, so in a nutshell, we were formed out of necessity. We were doing a nonprofit thing, and we were looking to get merch, and we figured out early that it was cheaper for us to make our own than it was to get somebody else to make it. And after a while, we started getting people saying, "Hey, man, can you do that for us?" So of course we never say no. We did it, and then here we are. We like I said, we can provide hats, shirts, koozies, just about anything you can put your name on. We can do it. There's no minimum. A lot of people have minimums. There's no minimum. You want one hat, we'll do it. You want 100, we'll do it. We got Facebook, TikTok. Look us up. Hit me up. We'll take care of you.
LP Hat Company,
LP Hat Co.
and he's right there in the LP.
In the LP, right in the middle.
There you go. Also, they're also a sponsor of Rusty's Cook.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be sporting that big logo on the side of our trailers on our new shirts, our
Absolutely.
banners,
I got to get on that one day.
everywhere. We get you on there.
I got to get on there one day.
We'll get you fixed up.
So
I know a guy.
I know a guy too.
Right.
Wonder if it's the same guy.
Maybe so.
All right, Rusty, what you got going on?
So we
You the busiest man in the world right
What
now.
up, Frank? I see you
I
up
stay
there.
busy.
Frank Williams, what's up, man? Thank you for joining.
How's it going, Frank? I stay busy. I work full-time in the oil and gas industry. I work sales in Covington, live in Lafayette. So I work during the week, full-time job. So it only gives me basically partial of the day Friday and Saturday, Sunday to have a full-time business. The seasoning company started out as a hobby and a way to sell it off my table to offset my cooking competition addiction, turned into a full-time job.
Because that gets expensive.
It does. You know, one of our, you know, we compete at a high level, but we also go and compete in small competitions. If it's not a benefit, we won't compete. But if it's for a benefit and we have a chance to raise money, we're all in. Whether it be, you know, they kind of laugh. We got a new competition trailer and we put paddles. I put paddles in there, and they're not all first place paddles. I probably got a couple hundred first place paddles. And they're like, man, when my wife came in, she goes, why would you got a couple of second place, third place? I said, check out the paddles. Every paddle that I hung in that trailer is from a benefit that we raise money to help either an organization or somebody. So those were more meaningful to me than an actual, now don't get me wrong, my 2 world championship trophies are in there.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
For sure.
but all of the paddles, whether it be first, second, or third, we could have just put first place paddles in there, but the benefits to me mean something. Like we were all part of, Southern Boy Outdoors,
Oh, yeah.
Tips for Taste for TARP.
I didn't make that one, but I was there Thursday.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you
I
were
was there for the.
Yeah,
for the night.
I was there Thursday for the night show.
Stuff like that, man, where you can go in there and raise money and see
That was a good
direct
time too,
impact.
man. That was such a good time.
You know, who cares about the competition part of it? You know, you just raise money. I was hustling, man.
I heard that bell ringing over there.
Yeah, I was hustling. I think I ended up with like 2 or 3 $100 bills in my tip jug. I didn't even have to take my shirt off. I mean, it was pretty cool. I made my wife take hers off a couple of times, but other than that, you know,
Whatever works. Whatever
Second
works.
place to form the fire. You know, those guys slinging them tacos, they're beasts. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter if you were first or last. Last place still had a couple $100 in their jug. And then when you got 20 teams and they're all,
I think we raised like $8 grand that day.
yeah,
Just
and
in
they've
tips.
never had a budget that big.
Yeah.
The bigger their budget, the more they can help. You know, and it's all directed straight to special needs kids. I'm a big believer in LARC, which is the same thing for Tangible Hoa Parish, Lafayette Parish for special needs. They have the cook-off coming up in 2 weeks. I won't be there. I'm sponsoring it. I'd already elected not to cook in it and compete. I was going to help put it on.
Yeah.
Cooking with Uncle Jay and Cooking with KP. They stepped up. They're going to help run that event.
She gonna be there?
Well, she will be late. You know, she's got almost 2 weeks to prepare. KP will be late. Love you, KP, but I know you'll be late. But you know, prior to me leaving town, I'll have everything in order, everything set up, everything there. It's a spot.
You said that's in 2 weeks?
2 weeks. So I got invited
Is it
to Destin, Florida.
That's the one that Rachel's coming with.
Right. Right.
Okay.
So it's the Destin Seafood Festival. They selected a handful of chefs from around the country, some local chefs.
In the podcast game.
Still live. Look like we're still live. It's just not coming on with it. Per category to go towards your food cost. which doesn't help in my situation because I'm not going there and cook the average. And then it's $2,500 first place per category, and $500 first place for people's choice. So we got a chance to win some serious money. And I was contacted by Publix grocery store chain, and there's a Publix deal on the line if we can win this thing. So I'll be honest.
That's a big deal.
I talked to my girl Rachel. Yeah, 1,600 plus stores. I talked to my girl Rachel. Man, Rachel's like my sister. I throw everything at Rachel, and I don't talk They're very difficult.
Yeah.
Because,
Because you've done a couple of those.
well, so the holy grail of cook-offs is the AADE fin feather fur. It's called F5, Fin Feather Fur Fun Festival. I'm sorry, 4 categories. Fin, feather, fur, and dessert. Amy Booth. Man, what a good dude, man.
Yeah, he
He's some incredible products.
oh, we are back live. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hot Rod has been a big part of this podcast as well. He's been here.
That's what all hardwire.
It is, but all right, let's go. We live on my phone.
All right.
So yeah, so a little bit about you said campground?
So cook-offs, right? We got this destiny coming up where we got to cook 12,000 samples in 2 days. And then for F5s, fin feather fur, there's, a couple hundred teams cooking. You can cook one category or you can cook, you can cook multiple categories. You can cook them all. It's like $1,500 entry fee, but you can cook every category if you want to. It's expensive. It's expensive to get in. It's expensive to cook. You got to do about 500 samples. They know none of this bullshit of I'm only cooking for the judges. I'm not cooking for the public. They just throw you out. You got to cook for everybody. And like I said, it's $1,500 to enter. It's huge. Then got these.
That right there stops a lot of the home cooks.
Well, it's not made for the home cooks.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's made for top level people with top level sponsors, right? You gotta have sponsors. I've been blessed, when we started, people are talking about cooking, basically cooking season, they think it runs like throughout the year. But basically we're starting a whole new season, right? Because it's winter. You're fixing to get into chilies, gumbos, that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a little different.
Anything over rice.
Anything over rice, you name it, black pot stuff. But I went out for sponsors, and in 2 days we ended up with 48 sponsors, which, man, I was overwhelmed. For the life of me, I never would have thought. I knew I had a handful that's always supported me, and I knew I would pick those up, but never would have thought I would have had that many people believe in me and want to be a part of what we're doing on our team. And man, it's just a blessing. A little bit more of a burden, not a burden, but what am I looking for? Pressure, right? Because you don't want to let responsibility.
Mhm.
You don't want to let them down.
Correct.
You got their name on your shirt, and you go and cook and finish doo-doo. They're going to call you and ask you if you could put a patch over their logo on your shirt. Like, hey man, can you scrape that off?
Duct tape on there.
But look, we if you know us, we're always out the box with what we cook. We do a lot. We spend a lot of money in research and development when it comes to dishes of different sorts. We like to try to be creative. We like to be creative. We like to be out the box.
Rodney says, you do it right, Rusty. Leader of the pack and the circuit big guy.
What's that?
The circuit big guy.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, man, so you got different levels of cooking, right? And I watch people on social media. They'll bash cook-offs without even knowing what's going on. They'll get on there and they'll holler about an entry fee too high, or you can't charge people to get in, or I'm not cooking samples. But the cook-offs, if they're a charity event and they're to raise money for that charity, they have to charge a gate fee or a door fee. Well, to charge a gate fee or a door fee, you have to feed those people that are coming in. If that's not for you, don't go. Don't bash the charity. Don't bash the event. Just don't go. It's that easy. Man, I know one guy, man, he's always asking for people to help him, but he's the first one to get on there and just bash everything. And my thought is, he says time and time again, I don't give a shit what people think, but then he asks for people to help. Well, those two don't go together.
No.
Right.
If you want help, you gotta, and if you own a barbecue sauce or a hat company and you're trying to get more clients or get into stores, don't ever once think that they're not, before they even give you a look, that they're not going to your social media pages and following everything you do, whether it be religious, political, or just being an ass. When Rouse's called me to get into Rouse's, to him was not winning competitions, not marketing. He said the fact that I'm always on my page, he watched my page for a month, and the fact that I'm always promoting other people's seasonings on my page was the number one reason he reached out to me to get into Rouse's. And I thought, dang, and his thought process was, well, first of all, you got to be a decent person if you're trying to promote other people's competition, right? And two, you got to be really confident in your own product.
Right.
If you're trying to put somebody else on the side of you. I made a post the other day about everybody's coming out with a seasoning.
Oh yeah.
And everybody. The blenders I know I know 3 personally, and they're telling me they're doing 15 to 20 new seasonings a week that want to go to the market. That's insane. And everybody thinks, y'all got products, y'all know.
Mhm.
Everybody thinks you can just go take them and run to the store. And then you get mad because why you got his and not, well, because he was here before you and there's no shelf space. There's nowhere to go. If you go to any store and look, even a convenience store now has got five seasonings on the shelf.
And that's why in the beginning, when I had this idea, I was like, I'm not starting with a seasoning. Because that's kind of the idea. I walked into Rouse's one day because I have a Rouse's right by my house, and I was like, oh, I know some of these people. And Brit's Cooking, Hal,
Right.
a few of them. I knew them, and I was like, that's cool. I want my name up there. But then thinking about it, and we've had this conversation
Right.
off the air.
Well, I can remember bringing your barbecue sauces to some places, and you would ask me, "Hey man, what about?" Man, I'm trying. It's not easy to get your own product. It's definitely hard when you bring somebody else's and say, "Hey, can you get my buddy in too?" Just the other day, I took Farm to Fire's seasoning, their booyah and their taco seasoning, to let's see, 3, 4, 5 stores, and got them in all 5. You know, they're friends, good seasoning, good people. They helped me on that end, Livingston Parish, Tangipahoa Parish, and that's not why I did it, and that's not why they did that for me.
And they're really good people.
That's what I said. They're good guys,
Really good
good
people.
product, good people, and that's not why either one of us did it. We did it because we're friends, and that's, you know. But when I approach a store and they're like, "You're trying to get somebody else's seasoning on the shelf next to yours," I'm like,
Absolutely.
they're like, "Well, if you're asking me to do it, I guess we need to carry it." I'm like, "Well, you absolutely do." You know, I don't mind. There's a couple out there that I help develop and help them redevelop blends because they ask me for help, I'm going to help. So, you know, whether they're going to be turned around, they might, you know, blow up and be the next Tony Sachre. You never know. And I hope they all do. It's just, I played that post the other day, not to discourage anyone, because I never tell anybody, no, man. Because I had 1,000 people tell me, man, you can't do that. My goal wasn't to get in any stores. My goal was, I like to competition cook. That's where I got friends that have a $100,000 bass boat and $100,000 worth of tackle. I got friends that probably got that much in hunting equipment and they like to hunt and they do their thing. It's a hobby. For me, cooking is a hobby, it's a passion. And I figured, okay, everybody wanted to know what I was blending with. I would even take pictures with other friends' seasonings when I went to help them out, and I wasn't even using their seasoning to help them. And my wife says, "No, you're using your own that you mix with the blender in the back. Why don't you blend your own? Put it in a can, your label." And I'm like, you know what? I need to. I could just sell it on the table. If I sell $50 worth, it might offset the entry fee for that competition.
Right.
Or if I get it up to $100, then maybe I can offset the entry fee and some of the meat. And then I looked at a way that I could sell it on my table and just offset the cost of a hobby. And I could do my hobby and my passion for a cheaper price. And that's the only reason I put Rusty seasoning in a can. Since then, we've kind of come a long way from just on the table.
Yeah, that Trinity is going.
The Trinity, we're up to about 6 pallets a week.
Wow.
It's
It's
insane.
legit though.
It's insane.
It's legit.
Like even at Southern Boys, Brandy walks up, Brandy Bankston walks up and takes some sour cream and mixes it dry in a sour cream and
That was
let it
good,
with some
too.
mayo and let it sit. It showed me 1 hour in a refrigerator, made a dip with it.
Oh, that was legit.
I put it on everything. My etouffee, we won the etouffee world championship. I didn't cut an onion. I let that rehydrate in the butter. I just kept putting a little bit at a time in the butter and watching it to where it looked like it was right. And it's strong. It's got a strong flavor. And, that's
Yeah, I've used it a few times in my house. I still got some, but
man, we're proud of it. We have our Rusty's, and our Rusty's more spice. We have our Cooking with Love Bug, which is a salt-free seasoning.
Cooking with Love Bugs is legit. I'm telling you right now.
She got her barcodes on her cans that I got to go pick up at Traymore Foods tomorrow. She's hitting about, I think she got 15 stores on her list that are already asking for it, that's approved it. She was at Karshner's with me on a Saturday. She made a run with me, and Logan Karshner was in there, and he always calls me to his office in the back, so we go back there, and he says, "You must be Love Bug. I follow you on Facebook." She goes, "Huh, you must not follow me too much. You don't have my seasoning on your shelf." He said, "Tell Pop, bring me a case for every store. We're going to put you on the shelf." So
It's legit. Zero salt. I mean, it's
zero
legit.
salt. It's hot as hell, man. It'll burn you on both ends, but it's made to cook with, not to just sprinkle over something. And people don't know Love Bug's got a second seasoning in a purple can called Sweet and Sassy. It's got some vanilla. It's got some sugar, brown sugar. It's got cinnamon. It's more on the baking side. Man, you can sprinkle that stuff on waffles or pancakes or anything you need a little hint of sweet. Some cinnamon toast. Sprinkle that on there, and she's getting into the sweet business, the sweet and sassy business. So it's just one of the things, man. She's 5, so if I could give my grandbabies a head start and get them, give them something, she'll probably have all my seasonings by the time she's 15. I'll be ready to give it all to her. But man, it's fun. It's fun when you got your grandkids that want to be there at the cook-offs. They want to be involved.
Yeah, she's legit into it too. Like I've seen it. She's legit. Like, she's gonna stand there, and she's not just smiling for the picture. She's doing the work.
If I can get her cooking at an event that doesn't have a kids zone, fun jumps, face painting, we're good. Face painting, fun jumps.
She's out.
About 15 minutes, and she gone.
she'll stir the pot a couple times and then be gone.
And Rachel was helping our Southern boys. Rachel would have to kind of reel her in, hey,
Yeah.
come here. And she'd go a little bit and then she'd take off. She was at everybody else's booth. I don't know if we were on the air, but I made that comment. I said, it's funny when the week after any event, when everybody on social media is posting their pictures, she's in everybody's picture. Every picture that's posted, you look for her, she just pops in. She pops in and takes off.
We had a coloring table set up with some little Christmas ornaments and markers, and she came over there a couple of times.
I'll bet.
Right.
She thinks she owns every event, so she.
Oh, that's how you start networking.
That's right.
That's how you start networking.
She'll be at Lark. She's not cooking, but she'll be at Lark. Her and Hannah are going there to represent Rusty's, and they'll put the tent up and have some seasoning out and some giveaway stuff. But we're looking forward to this cooking season, man. We got a full calendar. I think we touched base a little bit on some of them, but starting October, I do have a wedding catering job, next week. So we get back from Destin. So we finish at 6 o'clock that night in Destin. It ends at 6.
Mhm.
Award ceremony is at 6. We're not gonna get out there until 8. I have to cook for 500 for 8 o'clock that morning in Lafayette. And we turn around and the Friday.
You're gonna drive straight from Destin to the parking lot.
Pretty much. That's why I'm gonna have everything I've already got everything ordered for that event. Somebody's gonna pick up the food to meet me there, and I'll have the pots and everything in my truck, in the trailer. And then I gotta cook Thursday and Friday in New Orleans for the AADE clay shoot, and then the lunch bunch, and then turn around. I got a wedding catering job this Saturday, and then we hit competition rolling. We got the Gumbo World Championship October 11th, Weenie Spaghetti Cook-Off. We got Madisonville. I don't know if y'all are going to Madisonville.
I will be there. Yep. Michael and I will be in Madisonville.
Awesome, man. That's a good event. We went. Joey didn't do a heck of
We
a
didn't
job.
we didn't go last year, but we're definitely
Man, Madisonville's a
We're
heck
going
of a
this year.
man. It's just so many people are there, so you get to really network. Matter of fact, I got a message last night. The Cajun Dad, the average,
Cajun Dad,
not Cajun Dad, average
the
cooking dad,
average cooking dad. Yeah.
Osborne, Matt Osborne. So he's coming all the way in from Minnesota,
Mhm.
and doesn't have a big vehicle. Wasn't sure what he's bringing in, what he's doing. I got with him last night and told him bring his food only. That I was going to have tent, tables, chairs, his pot. We discussed what he was going to cook. I don't know if he wanted to tell anybody, but I'm going to have a pot burner, his serving spoons, I'm going to have everything in my trailer loaded, ready for him and roll out the.
He's speaking of great people. He's
Oh,
he's
man.
another great dude.
He couldn't believe somebody offered that. I'm like, man, that's the Cajun way. That's just how we roll. But come on. If I go to Minnesota, I'll probably just stay on the couch. So,
Yeah,
we'll roll, man.
absolutely.
So we got Madisonville. Then after Madisonville, we had the SCCA Conroe Gumbo Jambalaya Cook-Off.
Mhm.
And then, then we got Halloween night and November 1st, the Broussard Music Festival. My boy Tony's putting that on. It's for St. Jude. Friday night is a social media influencers cook-off. Anything goes.
What weekend is that?
Halloween night.
Yeah, I remember that.
Y'all are going to be, you and
Me and Taryn will
Taryn are going to be at the concert, right?
be. Yeah, we'll be at Lamar Dixon.
Right. But then, so the Friday night for the social media influencers event is going to be kind of tips for taste because it's for St. Jude. They're going to do, every booth's going to do trick-or-treating for the kids. There'll be a booth contest. There's going to be costume contest for the kids and adults. I got my costume ready to roll. I don't want to say a whole lot, but me and Little Bug and Baby Bug, all three of us are going to be, we got our Disney stuff going on. And then Saturday is the big one. It's the spaghetti cook-off. Last year, I think they had about 30 teams. I think he's got 30 already registered. It's still a month or so away. That's for St. Jude. Rusty's is double duty that weekend. It's also the Sabon Seasoning Festival. We won it last year, so we're going back to the Seasoning Festival. I'm going to have a tent set up in Carencro. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October 31st, 1st, and 2nd.
Second.
My son and his fiance are going to work the booth over there Friday and Saturday. I'll go Sunday and finish up. I'm not worried about, we won it last year. Winning it I just want to be there, support the festival, and be a part of a great festival that they're doing. 8th, I'm a guest chef at UL for the UL home game on the 8th. And then we roll into
I see Cajun Ninja was there doing that a couple weeks ago. And then who else was right?
Uncle Jay was there.
Uncle Jay, that's it.
Man, he said he looked for me. We talked 2 days before. I was there that same weekend with him. We were literally cooking 4 tents down, both looked for each other and couldn't find each other. Now, I don't know about him. I had a huge Rusty's tent up. 2 things reason I probably couldn't find him. He wasn't under his tent and I was drunk. I had a lot to drink that day. I was hitting Jack pretty hard.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. November 21st, here in Baton Rouge, downtown, the White Lights Festival downtown.
Mhm.
We cook a gumbo at Woodhaven, across from Calandro's, kind of cat corner.
Mhm.
We set up last year, absolutely had a ball. And they called us, wanted us to come back, cook a gumbo. We sell bowls and donate it to a charity. And then that Saturday is the Rescue You, anything over rice cook-off at the Blackham Coliseum. If you don't know much about that organization, look them up. RESC, capital Y, little OU. They help families that have lost a kid. If you know, some of y'all know that I lost a grandson. He's on their wall. We do that there. My first year helping them, I'm outside cooking. I'm thinking I'm at a benefit cook-off, right? And all of these families put a booth inside, and they have some sort of game for kids to play. And that's kind of a memory of their lost child. And it's all these games that these kids can come in and play to have a fun day. And then this wall on the back of the Blackman Coliseum is from the bottom of the stage to the ceiling, almost as wide. And those pictures aren't but about 3 inches by 3 inches.
Wow.
I didn't know, I knew about the organization. I didn't know about what was going on inside. My wife, the kids, they're all, inside playing and all in there all day. I'm outside cooking. When we finally kind of finished up the cook-off, I went inside right about time some of these families were on stage giving their testimony. And man, I walked into this and man, it just hit me like somebody parked a truck on me. And man, I probably cried for 2 hours in the Blackman Coliseum. It's incredible work, but you got to be strong to go in there and watch these families give their testimony about losing their children. And we've been blessed. We won that 2 years straight. But more blessed the fact that we raised a ton of money for them and that cook-off. So I try to make sure that cook-off's there every year. And then following week is Thanksgiving week, but that's also that Saturday. Papa Earl's got his tailgate cook-off here in Baton Rouge. I'm going to look more into that.
Before he became Papa Earl, I coached with him.
You coached with him?
Yeah.
So I want to look more into his event times, that kind of stuff. I was invited back to UL to be a guest chef again that Saturday at home. And then we got the first weekend of December. I think I got 96,011 members on my team that weekend.
I'm one of them.
But man, we got the Cajun Con, man. My boy Perry and we teamed up for that big event that was in Hammond, the Music Fest. Country?
Well, that was at North Park.
Yeah, and they asked us to go cook for this one.
It was Cajun Country Jam.
Right, and so we're going strictly to cook for the stars backstage.
Uh-huh.
And when I say stars, if you're not our age, you probably don't have a clue who any of these people are. But for our age, man, they're still stars, man. I was starstruck at that event because I got to meet Scooby-Doo. People thought I was crazy, but Scott, man, I didn't know he was Scooby, Shaggy, Scrappy, and then the list goes on. And man, I was.
And then he's the one that actually asked you to.
He's the one who actually
cook.
asked me because he's putting it on. So he asked me if I was willing to swap cooking for sponsors, and then he showed me the list. And I'm a horror freak, right? So when I saw that Leatherface and Jason and Freddy Krueger were going to be there, I was like, man, I'm in.
It's a done deal.
Man, I get to feed Jason, Freddy Krueger, and Leatherface. I'm in.
And I said, I was standing there too when he asked you.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I said,
you were like, I'm in.
I said, Rusty, cook something with barbecue sauce.
You got that. And then Perry, man, with Sling and Roo Crew, man, Perry's my boy, and he's like, man, let's go. And then you got the Teenage Ninja Turtles. You got all the anime stuff. I don't know much about
What's
that.
that? Lou Ferrigno, I think.
Lou Ferrigno, Flash,
The list goes on and on and on. That flyer is incredible.
Yeah.
How he got all them pictures on that flyer?
Yeah. And
Incredible.
all of your old school wrestling, like Jake the Snake and Hacksaw Dugan, Sergeant Slaughter, Jerry Lawler. Every time we go to Memphis, because Jerry Lawler's from Memphis, so he has a bar that turned it into like a museum, and we have to go to that place every time. It's the same old dude been singing there for 20 years, and I love it. They get after with the jazz, man. And then we kind of slow down around December for Christmas, and then I got football events going on. And ready for the big January, the Cameron Fur Festival. I'm from Holly Beach, so I like to go back to Cameron Parish. It's the state's oldest and coldest festival. Last year, 2 years ago, I won the Grand Championship, and probably the coolest thing is you have to give that trophy back, right? And probably the coolest thing is turning that trophy around and seeing all these names on it from the 70s and seeing my parents' name on it from the early 80s.
Mhm.
That my parents won that.
That's
thing.
neat.
So I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I've only been to Holly Beach once, and
Man,
that wasn't
Father's Day weekend.
that wasn't the best time.
Y'all got to make plans. Father's Day weekend. Man, the Crab Festival in Holly Beach is incredible. But January is going to be in Cameron. There's 3 categories: seafood gumbo, chicken and sausage gumbo, and wild game gumbo. I came out first in seafood, tied for first with wild game, and tied for second with chicken and sausage, and won the overall grand championship. I was a little intoxicated. I was by myself. I had a whole team of about 8 people coming to help, and everybody backed out on me the night before because they seen it was getting. They backed out on me Thursday, so I went Friday. I drank by the stage all night Friday night, listened to live music. My boy Rusty Welch, and I think it's Steel Shot, and then and I was up at 4:30 in the morning struggling, but it was 26 degrees, 40-mile-an-hour wind. I see why everybody backed out, but I went ahead and I made 3 roux and cooked 3 gumbos and won it all. So I celebrated a lot. I can remember jumping over the barricade. My boy Jamie Bazeron was on stage, and they had some alligator heads. So I figured I'd put my can of seasoning in the head and make this cool picture. And I hear, hey, I look, here come this cop coming. I said, you can't be right here. So I explained to him, man, I'm from out of town. I wanted today, I wanted to take a picture. So he took my phone from me, took a picture, and he was all nice. And he's like, man, what do you think of that one? I'm like, man, that one looks good. He goes, all right, now get your fat ass back over the barricade.
You got your picture though.
Yes, sir. He ended up driving me home. I got a hotel in Cameron, but him and another deputy drove my truck and parked it at the hotel and drove me back.
All right, now we got Rusty's whole schedule. Let's talk a little football.
Let's
And
talk some football.
first one on the ballot today is Southern Miss at Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech tailgate is a lot similar to down here because it's in Louisiana. It's not as crazy.
Right.
It's not as many people, but the type of food, they're still in Louisiana, even though they're in South Arkansas.
Right.
It's still the same. So, classic Louisiana flavors: jambalaya, gumbo, etouffee, boudin. Ruston is famous for their peaches, so they'll have peach cobbler pies, peach flavored drinks. Their bulldog is Champ their mascot is Champ the bulldog, and then you'll hear a lot of Zydeco country or Southern rock because it's that part of town. It's different than down here.
Oh, definitely. Isn't that where Phil Robinson and Terry Bradshaw played for?
Yes. So we got Louisiana Tech and Southern Miss. Who you got?
I'm gonna go Louisiana Tech just because, man, I got to pull for our state.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Southern Miss.
I'm gonna go with the Golden Eagles.
I saw Tech play a couple weeks ago in that stadium right there,
Right.
and it was a closer game than a lot of people wanted it to be. So I'm gonna go with Tech.
They had some fight in them for sure.
They did.
No doubt.
They did.
They look pretty
They didn't
solid.
show up just to get the check.
Next up, we got Iowa at Rutgers. That's Friday night at 7:00 at Shea Stadium. 52,000 people, and a little bit about what they do in Poughkeepsie, where the groundhog is.
Yeah.
Is it Poughkeepsie?
I don't know, man.
Rutgers Scarlet Knights. New Jersey flavors, stuff you probably wouldn't get a whole lot down here on tailgates. Italian sausage, meatball subs. If you go to a tailgate down here and get a meatball sub, you're gonna be like, "Wait, where am
But
I?"
I'm a cheesecake fan, man. That might be a road trip right here.
Hoagie, cheesecake, pork roll sandwiches.
I'm digging it. Now,
Pork
you
roll
ain't hurt my
sandwich.
feelings.
That might be a tailgate trip just because it don't make any sense. Like, why not?
Their music over there at a lot of tailgates are hard rock, classic rock, and hip hop.
That's a variety.
And their mascot is the Scarlet Knight, which that's an individual. We were talking a couple weeks ago, I think, when you were here, week one, about there were so many. Here we are thinking that Mike the Tiger is one of the rare actual live mascots on campus, and then you start to look at it. There's a bunch. So who we got? Iowa and Rutgers.
I'm going Iowa.
I'm gonna go Iowa too.
I'm gonna go Rutgers. They're at home, and why not?
You got
So-
my heart right here, man.
So this one, I couldn't put the Louisiana logo on there because,
Right.
So I found a Raging Cajun logo.
Gotcha.
I almost put ULL. Well, I did put ULL up there.
Oh,
But Rynerson Stadium, ULL at Eastern Michigan. That's an interesting place because their stadium is silver. The turf is a gray turf. It's not a green turf. There's a couple different. Boise's got the blue turf.
right.
Eastern Michigan has.
Who got the black? Somebody got a black with red.
Seems like a Cincinnati type thing, but it's not. But Eastern Michigan is a gray turf, which is different. They're known for their gray field. They eat the Midwestern staples: brats, burgers, and ribs. Michigan craft beer. They are in Eastern Michigan, so they'll eat some Detroit style Coney dogs. It's not a real rowdy place. They're more laid back, family environments.
Cajuns are gonna mess that up.
Their mascot is Swoop, the eagle, and then a lot of tailgaters bring construction vests and themed decorations. It seems like a lot of high schools do theme weeks.
Right. Right.
It's the high school vibe where
I got you.
they get dressed up. At Ole Miss, they wear shirts and ties,
Right.
and so at Eastern Michigan, they wear construction vests
All right.
and themed decorations. So
Better constructing my team this week because my Cajuns are coming through.
So I don't even have to ask you who's going to win that game.
I'm a Cajun man.
Joe.
Oh yeah, let's go with Raging Cajuns. We're gonna get there Friday, and then when we leave Sunday.
Quick fun fact: I got 9 kids I coached on that roster.
9, huh?
9 that I coached over the years, and one scored his first touchdown last week as a freshman. I got to watch it live. Good stuff.
And I'm gonna go with the gray turf people. We're gonna go. We're gonna
Just taking
go
all the home,
Just trying to be
homeboys.
different.
Eastern Michigan. Next up, we got Arkansas at Memphis. It's not every day you see an SEC team go into Memphis, but they're at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. It's also the Liberty Bowl.
Right.
58,000 people. Arkansas at Memphis, and Memphis has their street in front of the stadium is called Tiger Lane, and it has one of the most structured tailgate areas. It has running water and electricity hookups for
The spots.
the spots in all the spots right around the stadium. You can't
That's hard up.
you can't tailgate in parking garages around there.
You have to be.
You have to be in a few spots. They have their Memphis world famous barbecue. There's blues and rock music heard everywhere because Memphis.
Right.
Fried catfish wings, Southern Sides. Their band is the Mighty South of the South. The Mighty Sound of the South. Their mascot is Tom the Tiger, and Tom, they picked Tom because it's Tigers of Memphis. So Arkansas at 11 a.m. on Saturday. 11 a.m. against Memphis.
I'm going Arkansas.
I'm gonna go with Arkansas.
I
It's football for breakfast.
picked Arkansas as well. That is cool playing in the Liberty Bowl, though.
Pig.
Yeah. Memphis is a cool city, man. I know they've been having issues with crime rate and things of that sort, but man, we go every year around Labor Day, and we've never had issues, man. It's just,
I think it's more of a town, just like a lot of towns, where if you go in the wrong area, it's going to be bad.
and I think it's an inner thing, this group, that group. It's not.
If you know where you're going, and stay away from.
We stay close to Beale Street. We walk to Beale Street. We walk back. We hit Rendezvous Barbecue. We kind of hit the same areas. But Memphis is a cool little place.
All right, this one, Fresno State at Hawaii. The interesting part about this is their stadium holds 17,000 people, which that can fit in the south end zone.
We're gonna have that in Hawaii. Though. Not a lot of people are gonna go fly over there just to catch a football.
Can't afford to go watch a game.
Yeah.
It's at 10:59. It's at 10:59 p.m., which a lot of us will be getting home for a game about that time, and you'll get home and flip it on the West Coast games.
That's the West Coast.
But the way that stadium looks, like it's kind of all the trees and stuff. You don't see stadiums like that.
Right.
But you can do that with a 17,000 people stadium. Our stadium's footprint's
Yeah,
bigger than that.
you just got concrete holding all that up.
But this is why we picked Hawaii, because it's the most unique culture in football, because they do a lot of different things than we do over here.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that the families from Hawaii throw a luau for the opposing team
They do.
prior. I think. Yeah,
So most of
that.
the tailgates is you combine a luau with a football party.
Right.
So we cook a whole pig for like Arkansas.
Right.
They do it every game.
Right.
So ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh no, it's good. It's just different.
That might be the road trip we take.
I'm down.
Teriyaki chicken, short ribs, spam musabi, grilled spam over rice wrapped in seaweed. You're not finding that at Tiger Stadium
No.
this weekend. Their music is an island reggae, Hawaiian jams. They got a live ukulele that's right outside the stadium that plays. The team does the haka dance in midfield right before the game.
Right.
And then they're more about family culture. That Hawaiian culture is a lot of family,
That's cool.
and it's just a different environment. All right, so we're going Fresno State at Hawaii.
I'm going Fresno State.
I'm going with Hawaii.
I'm gonna go with Hawaii too. That's just a long way to go play football. And special point about Hawaii, because it is over there and the travel it takes to get there, any team that goes to Hawaii gets an extra game, gets an extra home game, because they'll get an extra week off, which is why they created what they call week zero, which is the week before college football starts,
Right.
because I think Fresno played in week 0 because they'll get an extra game because they have to take the week off next week
Gotcha.
because of the whole travel thing. Because you ain't flying there on a Friday for a game on Saturday and then flying back on Sunday
Right.
like you do at a lot of places.
Right.
You got to take a little trip there. I see Aisha says Fresno. NC State at Duke. Duke actually took Tulane's quarterback,
I saw that and then
Right.
lost.
and then Tulane beat
Yeah.
them last
I
week.
saw that.
And so now NC State's traveling to Duke, Brooksfield at Wallace Wade Stadium. There's only 35,000 that go to Duke game that are in the Duke Stadium, but Duke just recently has become a little bit of a well-known football team, but
Yeah, we see them crack the top 25 a couple of times.
but Duke is and always will be a basketball school.
Well, Chandler, listen to me, I just drew a blank. And Caleb Weaver, Chandler Rivers,
Mhm.
which is one of the top DBs in the country.
Mhm.
I coach Chandler, and I coach Caleb Weaver. So I'm going for Duke. I got 2 kids on the Duke roster that I coached. I was supposed to go this past weekend to the Tulane Duke game, and hang out with their parents and see and watch their game, but I didn't get to make it. But I'm going Duke all the way.
I'm going Wolfpack.
NC State, and I'm gonna go Duke as well. You get beat by Tulane last week. I think they'll find a way to bounce
Tighten
back.
up.
Duke, they have a parking lot out front called the Devil's Deck. It costs $45 to get in. It's kind of like a already set up tailgate section.
Right.
You pay $45. It's all you can eat food, all you can eat drink, all you can drink drinks with music and games and giveaways and bands and stuff like that.
You had me at $45.
Save it up. Do that 7 times a year. That's
Right.
But they do traditional burgers, wings, barbecue. The Blue Devil is the Duke mascot.
Right.
And a lot of their beers, they're not the Bud Light, Miller Lite type people. They are craft beers from the breweries that are right around town. North Texas at Army. This is at Michie Stadium in Army, in West Point. 38,000 people. Army is a different tailgate spot too, because of the culture at Army. Most of the people that go to Army games are cadets. A lot of the cadets are underage, so you don't see the alcohol flowing like they do. They all march in the stadium together. We talked about Navy, I think, a couple weeks ago, and it's very similar in the type of stuff that they do there. They have a lot of military ceremonies before a lot of their games. They have military-style barbecue setups, which I've seen some pictures of them, and they're pretty cool looking. It's a lot different. Their mascot is called Army Mule. It's a live mule that leads the team out in front of the game before the game out the locker room. And like I said, alcohol is moderately controlled because many of the cadets there are underage.
I had one kid I coached on the Army team.
On Army?
Howard.
Mhm.
He running back for me.
All right, let's pick it. North Texas at Army.
Army.
Army all the way.
Yeah, Army all the way. I believe that as well. They had a pretty good year last year. Both of them, Army and Navy, had a pretty decent year last year. So Michigan and Nebraska. That is in Memorial Stadium in Nebraska. 85,500 people go to that one. That's on 2:30 on Saturday on CBS Paramount. In Nebraska, they got their Nebraska-style barbecue, steak sandwiches, smoked steaks, chili, and grilled corn. You know that in Nebraska, they had to have a corn side. I'm sure they have corn desserts too. And then they have a lot of cornhole in the parking lot. I mean, why not? I mean, but Nebraska is known for one of the larger tailgates. There's more people that show up to a lot of those games. Herbie Husker is the mascot. It's a farmer. It's a corn farmer, basically. Their secondary mascot is Lil Red. It's the cartoon character mascot. Their actual mascot's a human, a person. And then they have Lil Red, who's a little cartoonish figure that follows him around. So Nebraska and Michigan. Who you got?
Michigan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Michigan.
I'm also going to go Michigan. They've struggled a little bit this year. They beat the teams that they were supposed to beat.
Herbie. I'm reading the comments. I got my phone right here. Reading
Oh,
that's why I'm looking down.
because Herbie the Husker.
Herbie, not Herbie.
Herbie the Husker. That's a farmer man.
Terry Manning said Herbie. What a question.
She's up in Arkansas, so that's
I love it.
all right. So South Carolina at Missouri. That's actually going to be a pretty good
I
football
think
game.
so too.
Man, Mizzou put a whoop smackdown on my Cajuns last week. I was a little bit disappointed.
And then Vandy did the same to South Carolina.
I know. I'm going Mizzou.
I think Sellers is out for South Carolina for a little bit, and he was their go-to.
I mean, I know you're comparing SEC and Sun Belt, but man, Mizzou look good. They look really solid. I'm going Mizzou. They look solid.
Yep, I'm going Missouri.
Mizzou is going to be probably have a really good year at 10-2, 9-3, and be like that second tier SEC. Like they're not going to be Georgia, whoever ends up being up there, but they'll be like have a good enough season to get to a decent bowl game,
Right.
and have a pretty good year. In Missouri, not a whole lot going on in Missouri. Kansas style barbecue, Midwestern comfort foods, your smoked meats. Truman the Tiger mascot is named after President Truman because he's a Missouri native. And then the Missouri Tiger Marching Band, 300 members. Their tailgates aren't known for being really big, but it's just family, a lot of family oriented. But you're up there in that Missouri area. It's that whole Midwest is a lot of barbecue.
And I'm gonna tell you, some of my friends that tailgated up there for the Cajun game last week said the people were really friendly, not hostile. They really enjoyed going up there.
And this is the game. I got 8% on my phone, so we're going to get through this one. Texas Tech at Utah. This could be some playoff implications down the road. Utah may sneak in if it lines up correctly. They may sneak in as an 11 or 12 seed if they can get through Texas Tech. 11 a.m. on Fox at Utah. Utah's a little different place too. Utah style barbecue. Burgers, hot dogs, brats, chili, wings. High energy place. I've watched a lot of Utah games because they come on ESPN sometimes late at night, either the Friday night game or Thursday night game, and then when you get home from campus or you get home from the game, they're still playing. So I've seen quite a few Utah games lately. Pride of Utah band, and then their mascot is Swoop.
We just had one. Second swoop.
Red-tailed hawk. Swoop's an interesting name, and that's crazy having two of the same. So Texas Tech and Utah.
Texas. I'm going Texas.
I'm gonna go with the home team. With the home team, it's a toss-up.
You're going Utah,
I'm going Utah.
and I'm going Texas Tech. And then that's pretty much it. We're gonna I usually go to the games, but I will not be at the Southeastern game this weekend. LSU's playing Southeastern. I will be out at Hero Fest. Hero Fest is a big festival down in Houma.
Right.
Craig Morgan will be there on
I was
Saturday.
at that festival, and I was already committed to the wedding, catering the wedding.
So Carissa,
Carissa asked me to go cook. Okay.
yep, she was at Cajun Country Jam
Right.
at the same time. I actually have a vendor table set up.
Gotcha.
We'll be there with our new and improved barbecue sauce bottles. We are selling. We just came out with a jambalaya mix, a Bayou Brothers jambalaya mix, which will be on the table out in Houma. We'll have some koozies. We can have some Bayou Brothers koozies. that'll be there as well. And then we'll have, we partnered with Shelby over at Cajun Crackers. We got the crawfish crackers,
Oh,
Yes.
man, they are.
the crawfish crackers, the barbecue crackers, and then the ranch crackers. Those are good as well.
Just eat them like by the bucket.
We'll be there all weekend. Friday night, you'll have Thomas Kane will be out there.
Shout out Thomas Kane.
Thomas Kane will be out there. He's from Springfield,
Yep.
right out
Just
there.
met him last night, put an LP hat code
And he was
on his head.
at UL with Big Poe, my boy Big Poe. Man.
That's they're actually putting a song together.
Yeah,
Thomas
yeah.
and Big Poe.
Keith and I are good friends, man. We did the
And then-
Folks Fest a few years ago.
Last week, they did the pregame show right in front of the
Yeah,
stadium.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, I seen it on Poe's page. Me, Poe, and Big Chuck from Moonshiners
Mhm.
got to drink a lot of moonshine and cook a lot up in the sticks.
And then I didn't know this was coming, but Joe with LP Hat Company got our new Bayou Brothers logo. He made me a hat for Heroes Fest.
Right there, boy.
Red, white, and blue. We have some other stuff coming out this weekend. Saturday, you got Kendall Schaefer, you got Lauren Lee. You got,
Lord, boy, that's man. I've never seen so much bottled energy in a small package. Boy, she's something, man.
So,
she's the whole.
I
deal.
cooked for her and her group at the Texas Club a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I got a picture with her. And somebody said, "Oh, you found somebody you were taller than."
I got 2 pictures with her. I took one with her earlier on when she was doing sound check, and then she caught me and said, when she was all made up, and said, delete that other picture and take one with me with this so you can post this. So she's a ball of fire, man. I told
She
my
is.
wife, because she wasn't there for sound check, so I watched her at sound check, and then when I told my wife, I said, man, you got to go to the stage when
She's
this girl
good.
hits it.
We've actually become pretty good friends,
Man,
and
she's the whole package, man. She's as sweet as can be. Just energy, man. You just can't watch her on stage without moving. Like she's energy.
she
And can
is,
sing. I mean,
and can flat out
that's it,
sing.
The whole package. She's the whole package.
Yeah, so I don't have it on me, but Lauren Lee's gonna play a guy out of Homa, Caleb Laprousse of the Drivers.
Yeah.
He'll be there as well. I met him a couple weeks ago. I'm working on trying to get him in the Texas Club. Kendall Schaefer will play right before Craig Morgan.
Kendall too. He's a Hall of Famer, man.
He
He's
is.
just about as humble as humble can be.
And actually, Kendall, he has one of my Bayou Brothers hats, and he's going to wear it at some point. And we're working on a deal where when he goes to Texas, because he travels to Texas a lot, he's going to sell barbecue sauce on his merch table.
Nice.
And he's actually going to sell it on his merch table Saturday as well. And I said, you want to make a deal? I'll sell it to you for what I sell it to stores, and you can make your profit too.
Right.
And he says, nah, don't worry about that. I'm gonna give you what we make. I'm gonna sell it for what you sell it. We'll just have 2 different places selling your barbecue sauce.
I enjoyed. I got to visit with him, 5-10 minutes or so. But while they were between sound checks, and man, just a great humble guy, man.
He is. He got inducted into the Louisiana Country Music Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago. I was there at Fred's on the River when he did that. He plays around here a lot.
Yeah.
And he's like another really good friend of mine. And then Craig Morgan, who we saw at Cajun Country Jam, will be back to Hero Fest.
So I met Craig twice. I met him at Country Jam, but 2 years ago I met him at Jeff Landry's Alligator Hunt.
Okay.
Him and Rascal Flatts were there for Alligator Hunt.
Mhm.
And man, they just Gary LeVac and him just got on stage and just picked it. And man, I got some cool videos of just leaning against the speaker about 5 foot from him and just videoed it. So when I met him this time, I reminded him, like, hey, look, we met. And he said, and you know, if I could do a concert like that, he said, I'd never do a big show again if I could just do those all the time. Just sit on a chair and pick for an audience of about 100.
Yeah, it's just more intimate,
Yeah,
man.
it's just, man,
You
to
can
watch
see
them
the
two
faces.
just pick back and forth. It was, they would sing each other's songs, and then they would make fun of other people. You know, they'd throw some jokes in there, and it was just laid back. People
Oh,
were,
yeah.
you know,
probably a relief versus a.
Well, they
giant
alligator
stadium.
hunted most of the day, so then that night they just had a few, you
And
know,
just hung out.
just hung out and had a few people in the crowd, and yeah, that was probably one of my best times with him.
Yeah, he'll be closing out on Saturday,
He's good.
and then Sunday. There's a few Homa people on Sunday. I'm not too familiar with them, but I'll be there all weekend with Bayou Brothers, and then our outro song is we play with Chase Tyler.
Yeah.
And I went and saw Chase at LaBerge last weekend.
That's a knucklehead.
He is.
I love him.
He
man.
is.
I love him.
He's getting it too.
Man, he is.
His September schedule was national anthem for here.
He's shooting to the top, but it's because
What's up,
that
Taryn?
dude works, man. That dude just works.
He works.
He don't pass up a gig, and even if he's
Tonight?
not singing,
Tonight he's singing the national anthem at the soccer game down the street.
and most of the time I don't know about all his business, but I know most of them he don't even charge him. He just goes and does it, man. He's just a good.
He was
dude.
down at Southern Boys.
Yep.
He went to sing the national anthem, but ended up.
Well, the preacher preached for about 2 hours. It turned in he was supposed to do a blessing, and we all got baptized. So it was all right. It was all
But yeah, he does a lot. He let me use his song, "Louisiana Is My Home,"
right.
because
That's
it's a great song.
Badass.
And all he wanted was me to shout him out. And
Oh man, dude,
Tell
he's one of
you-
the hardest working. He's coming fast, but he's one of the hardest working guys. I guess because we see it.
Yeah.
I follow him, so I see everything.
he's also from Denham Springs, Livingston.
right.
Uh,
I'm
so-
gonna tell you, singing talent in that whole area right there.
So a lot of people talk about Nashville as being the singing place where all the country music singers go.
Yeah.
I tell people that Baton Rouge and the Baton Rouge surrounding area
Right.
is like little Nashville.
Oh, I agree.
There's so many good.
Texas Club, man.
It's
Talking
crazy.
to Lauren, she said, I got invited to play at the Texas Club. I said, well, you know what usually comes after you play at the Texas Club? Usually
Uh-huh.
you take off. Once you play at the Texas Club, everything's usually uphill for everything's
It is.
wide open.
And if you walk into the Texas Club and you've never been in there, there's signs and posters after posters after posters of people that have played there. And
Right.
anybody has played there, from Morgan Wallen before he got big to Luke Combs to David Allen Coe to Waylon Jennings to
That's cool.
all the people
Right.
have played there. And
Yeah, man, I'm pulling for them just because I follow them, so I see how hard they're working. They're not just trying to, catch an easy ride, I guess, for lack of better terms, man. I watch them.
No, they
They're
work.
grinding.
They
You can
were.
respect that. You see them grinding,
They're
right?
grinding.
Like you see.
You gotta respect that, man. And the talent level's there.
Oh,
I tell people, we talk about Nashville.
Mhm.
We go every year. We have an football event in Nashville, and people will see somebody sing and say, "Oh man, they need to go to Nashville and make it." And problem with Nashville is there's thousands, and they all talented, and they're good.
So you can compare that, like going to Nashville is like me getting a seasoning and putting it on the shelf.
Right.
Because you can't get in.
Nashville's full, and
So guys like
another quick fact about Nashville that a lot of people don't know, even your biggest clubs like Jason Aldean's club or Redneck Riviera by John Rich, no one gets paid to sing in Nashville. Tips only.
Mhm.
No bars, nobody pays people to sing. You work on tips alone and you struggle. And this story comes straight from Lainey Wilson. You got to work for years on tips, and you split the tips. You don't know half the band. You might have a different guitar player every night. There's sites that you go on and say, hey, I need a guitar player for this night, or a drummer, or a bass guitar player, and they just jump in. And if you're a bass guitar player, you want to make it, you just go to Nashville and get on these boards and try to jump in with somebody.
and eventually
And you just gotta hope the right person is there at the right time and spot you. But because the talent level's there and everybody's fighting for a little bit of stage space, bars don't have to pay for any live entertainment. It's just tips only. So I try to tip well when we're in Nashville, you know, and do that because that's what they're living on. A lot of people don't know that. They think they get to Nashville, they made it. That's the grind, man. That's training camp.
Yeah, I've been to Nashville. I went there for New Year's this past year. I have a friend, Donnie, who's close
I love Nashville.
to Nashville. So I didn't actually go to Nashville for New Year's. I was in Nashville the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, right after New Year's. And all the people that were there for the big New Year's Day thing is gone. And I can enjoy it because nobody's there. But there's still the people playing music.
Right.
And I walked down Broadway, and I was the only one down there because it was after New Year's and everybody else was gone. And I talked to a few artists. I walked into every bar that I could walk in and listened to 2 or 3 songs of just about everybody I could.
And most of them are multiple floors with bands.
With bands on every floor.
If you don't care for this one, you just move up a floor. If you don't care for that one, move up a floor. And sometimes they'll book double slots. That way, if they get an hour here, but this one open, they'll just jump down and play on this stage in the same bar. And,
Because all you're doing is trying to get in front of people.
You just got to hold. You ain't got to play for a big crowd. You just got to play for the right crowd. The right guy got to walk in there like John Rich. Gretchen Wilson was playing in his bar. She got found. She was playing for tips in his bar.
The same thing with products. You got to find the right person.
Absolutely.
It's never what you know or even how good your products are. It's finding one person that believes in you with seasonings, with jambalaya mixes, with sauces,
Right.
and
hats
and everything, and musicians. That's why you're doing a lot, getting Thomas a hat, getting Chase a hat. Next week we'll have actually Mason Shows on. He'll be here.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be good. My guy Mason will be here. Brandy Chapata with OnlyPants.
Is she going to be here next week?
She will be here next week as well.
I have yet to meet her.
Talk about a ball of energy.
That's what I hear. I extended an invitation, shall I say, for like if she needs any help with seasoning or how-tos or whatnots. And I reached out to her and sent that to her and said, hey, look, if you need anything, let us know. I'm not that guy who tries to hide this seasoning because of this and that. If you need help with your seasoning, like, hey, I don't know what to do with this or that, or how do I get here?
She works in the plant, so that's a.
I don't know her.
No, I do.
I seen her with Travel a Boot. She was did a few things with them, and I just reached out and said,
She's from Geismar, like
okay.
Dutchtown, somewhere back here. I met her a couple times. I met her on Facebook,
Right.
but figured out we were so close together. I met her a couple times,
Yeah,
and I got her some sauce, and she got me some of her seasoning.
I
And
haven't tried any of her seasonings.
she's also got a salsa that's pretty good too.
I heard her sauce is really good.
It is. I've done tacos at my house with those sauces.
I'd like to try it.
But yeah, Mason will be here next week. Mike gets to play with Randy Travis next week. Is that next week? A guy in Broussard.
My girl Rachel watching.
She's down here. Taryn says Mike gets to play with Randy Travis next week. And that's Mike Broussard
Wow.
from Lafayette. And he was playing
Have y'all seen any Randy Travis recent videos? How he's doing? I know a while back it was pretty rough.
he's on tour right now.
He's got 2 new songs that just came out that they did with AI. It's pretty neat.
I haven't seen that. I need to check that out.
They took his
Check that out.
80s Randy Travis voice, put it in the AI generator, and played a song that he
You know,
wrote.
for me, all them guys, Randy Travis, George Strait, I'll watch AI and them. I'll watch anything with those guys, man. That's just what we grew
I
up.
saw Randy Travis. He was at the Cajun Country Jam last year,
Okay.
and they rolled him out on stage, and he actually told Kendall Schaefer to play in front of him, and he actually played a song. Kendall actually played a song on stage with Randy Travis,
Nice.
and that was pretty cool too.
Nice.
But that was the Cajun Country Jam last year. But yeah, Brandy and Mason will be here next week. And then we got some pretty decent guests coming in the next few weeks. Hoss will be here in a few weeks.
They just went down here.
My guy, Gordy Rush will be here in a couple weeks. Brantley Tiggs will be here. Tig Bits, he'll be here. There's a Chris Phillips with SEC Unfiltered
Okay.
will actually be here the Thursday before the Texas A&M game, October 23rd. That's going to actually be Chris Phillips, Gordy, and Tiggs all in the same room.
Nice.
So that'll be a good week as well. And
I did
then
Tig's podcast we did it about 3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and I did it live last week, but we got to do a part 2. He was more of the past, and we're going to do more cooking on the next one.
yeah, I got to get back to him too. I did one a while back talking about my cook-off experience, and it didn't go like I wanted it to, but I jumped in a place I didn't belong.
And I tell people when it comes to cook-offs, man, you can't get to level 2 if you don't start on level 1. Jump in.
Sure, I did.
And it's a process. It's a learning curve. There's no losses, man. If you're learning while you're in these cook-offs and you're cooking, just like in the kitchen, we try stuff. We Cajuns, right? We try stuff.
Sure.
Don't always work. Even on video, you can have it all you want. You can try to hide and say it tasted good, but man, we all know we made some shit in the kitchen that just probably should stay undercover. But as long as you're learning, man, that's the whole deal about cooking and what we do.
And networking, and that's why Madisonville, and that's why the one that Joni puts on down here at the Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson.
That's-
I missed it last year. I had my best friend passed away.
This year it was supposed to be Cajun Con weekend, and he moved it to the next weekend.
Right.
So it'll be Cajun Con weekend, December 6th, and then
Following weekend.
the 13th will be at Harley Davidson, and that's just meeting people,
Right.
and connections, and that's the name of the game.
Madisonville, man. Madisonville's
Thing's huge.
first year. I think they started like in out by the parking lot with 5 or 6 people, and then last year it grew and it.
The list now is growing.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 pages before. Man, it's cool.
They've gotten the font down
Right.
to try to fit everybody.
One of those people protect those magnified things, but man, Joe and man, that whole group does a heck of a job of putting that on and organizing it, and it's a fun time. They do kind of a party Friday night for just us that are going, that the public can't get to,
Mhm.
where we can kind of have we can socialize and network and meet and greet. Because I'll be honest, man, you're not networking Saturday.
So
It's
I'm going.
so wide open.
I'm going. I'm not cooking Saturday.
Oh, that's against the rules. You
I-
can't even go. They won't even let you in the gate.
I-
Put you through.
I'm not cooking. I'll be a vendor. But I am looking forward to going to Texas.
But even as a vendor, it's hard to get out and go network.
Sure.
We're all kind of at our booths, at our tables, doing our thing. You try to walk around a little bit, but so Friday night's a good networking night for us to visit, hang out, do all that.
So I'm going
Saturday,
Friday. We haven't narrowed down the exact time I'm leaving to get there Friday.
Friday,
But I'm coming Friday. I just don't know.
gotcha. Where are you staying at Friday?
We're staying at there's a Marriott
Gotcha.
not far.
Yeah, it's
My business partner Michael.
y'all going stuff.
Yeah, he's got Marriott points.
Our
So.
group's it's me, Farm to Fire, Jason Graham, and Timmy and Sarah with Emails Kitchen. We got the same house we had last year. It looks like the house from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, out in the middle of nowhere.
But there's a lot of people going, and last year I wanted to go, but it just wasn't right for us.
Come out second last year to Farm to Fire by 4 votes.
That's becoming a common theme.
Yeah, right. I did get him at Pittsburgh, so I got a little bit of revenge. But yeah, first and second. Look, with that lineup out there, man, I'm happy to just meet people. First, second, third, My biggest thing at Madisonville last year, and I got to tell this story real quick, and I'll be out. But so this lady comes up to the table. There's a festival in Madisonville at the same time. I think mushrooms or something. They're known for their portobello mushrooms, and they had some festival downtown the same weekend. And but this lady tells me that she came to meet me because she follows me on social media, and I was really just getting social media going. I might have had 10,000 followers at the time, and she says, so we're talking, and she said, well, we planned our vacation so I can come and meet you and eat some of your cooking. So we're doing a few things, and we're here for a week. I'm like, well, where are y'all from? And she says, we're from South Africa. And it blew my mind, like, holy crap. So needless to say, this lady went back to South Africa with just bags of stuff. I was tearing up, took a picture with her, and just started loading everything in her bag. Like, here, have this. There's a cutting board. Here's a cup. You know, I was so thrilled and honored and just blessed that I didn't care about the cook-off. That meant everything right there, that somebody would actually travel to see me, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that blew my mind. So yeah, those meet and greets are fun. They're fun.
this will be one of the first ones I go to that's further away. That's a bigger
Right.
event. I mean, you go to Broussard, you go to Hammond and these places,
And it's
but
one thing to see these people cook on TV, but then you get to actually meet them, and you know, you realize guys like Austin Dennis don't have much sense. You know, that he's you know, but no, but you just
that that cayenne candy though, it's pretty good.
I don't know about all that. No, I'm thinking I haven't tried it.
Joey Fletcher in the house.
Look, Joey.
Rusty's the man. Taryn loves pickles.
Man, Joey Fletcher. That's cooking with Love Bug, man. That's her favorite person in the world, boy. She wants to see Mr. Joey every time she gets a pickle. She's ready to go see Mr. Joey. But yeah, man, that Madisonville's it's huge, and the way they're structuring it this year, it's going to be even bigger, and it's only going to keep growing.
Yeah, I've talked to Joe a little bit about how that was going to go because I'm just curious. I don't know. I've never been to one of those, so
Last year they had some set up outside, some like me, Hal, Joni, Austin, Bear, Blue Collar Chef. They had a bunch of us inside, so it was kind of separated. And I would even suggested to Joe, I think everybody needs to be outside together. Make it easier for the fans and the people to be able to walk and kind of make it like a big old horseshoe. Maybe put a couple back to back down the middle of the horseshoe, where it's on both sides, go around, make it flow. And then maybe vendors, if you're not cooking, maybe put the vendors inside. It's a big place inside. But I mean, I think that's what they're doing.
I see the list. And there's people that you see, like you said, people that you see on social media that you never think you'd meet. They're on the list, and then a lot of the local people from here are going too.
I met Ricky, Blue Collar Chef.
I sent her some product, but I haven't met her.
And it's funny how you meet somebody once and they just almost like family. We talk all the time. She wasn't going. I'd seen her make a post that she wasn't going to be in Madisonville. She wasn't going. Long story, and that's definitely not one to get into in the show, but it
Right.
kind of pissed me off on why she didn't want to go. And me and my wife called her and talked to her for about an hour on the phone, and I think she's going and cooking. I think she's going. I think she's cooking, and she needs to.
Yeah, Joey, this label is my favorite. We've changed labels a couple times, but once I got this one, I was like, this is it.
That's nice.
It's nice.
Like
Blaine Gary at Parish Foods hooked me up with this one, and I like it a lot.
Parish Foods does a lot of seasonings, a lot of liquids.
Yeah.
They even make the cool wipes for the cool down spray and the cool down wipes and stuff. That's all made. Parish Foods does that as well.
Yeah, I've been in there a couple times to see some of their process.
Operation.
It's really nice. I got my product the other day just in time for Hero Fest this weekend, And
Man, well, I'm gonna give a shout out. His son, Bryce, has a Bryce's Spices. Man, if you see that on the shelf, snatch it up. It's a sweet.
I saw him post about that.
Well, he come out second at Seasoning Fest, right behind me, and man, he asked me if he can post some pictures of my grandbaby, the little one. She took that thing off the table. He had some samples. She took it off the table, and man, couldn't let nobody sample it after that. She had done stopped it up with her tongue, and she was all into that stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Speaking of the new label, this morning, you can officially go to Amazon.com and pick you up.
Congrats on that, man.
Nice.
Pick you up
Big
some.
step.
Pick you up some Bayou Brothers barbecue sauce. I still got some stuff to work on. Working the tax situation and some of the shipping part.
You're doing all that yourself?
I'm starting to do that myself. Yes.
Like all of the Amazon stuff.
Yes.
Some people get an Amazon store.
No, I've done
Do
it.
that for
I've
them.
done it all myself.
Awesome.
And eventually, I'll probably get them to ship it and do all the stuff. But I've been watching Austin Dennis live, watching him stuff at his house and do all that stuff. I'm like, I can do that for a while.
Well, I started that. Now, Traymore Foods, where they blend my seasoning, they don't make my wet stuff, my wing sauces, but I bring it to them. They sell it on their site, ship it. I don't see nothing but the profit.
So yeah, I'm gonna do it myself until I get to a point where it's overwhelming for me, and then I'm
It was overwhelming for me quick. I work a full-time job during the week. So
Me
I do
too.
it, and then
Speaking
on
of,
Friday, Monday, I'm trying to go around and mail stuff. And if I dropped the ball on one, and then they on social media bashing me because they didn't get their 1 can of seasoning, and then I feel guilty, and then I sent them 3 cans of seasoning because to make up for it. And I was like,
speaking of full-time job, my full-time job is at Chris's Specialty Foods. We have 4 locations. I'm at the one in New Orleans. We have one on Highland Road, one on Millerville, all in Baton Rouge, and then one in Central. We do catering. Here's the catering menu. I can email it to you. I can text it to you. We do catering. We will drive all the way to your tailgate. I have a tailgate pass or a streets pass that I can literally pull up to your tailgate. We can do events, company parties, anything like that.
Do they do podcasts at Pro Dreams? Second time I've been here, and all I ate was crackers.
right.
So this is week 4 of End Zone Eats. I'm thinking about trying to get maybe some. I talked to the taco place the other day.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I just got some pork belly tacos from over there.
Uh-huh.
They were good. They were good.
But yeah, I'm gonna work on, especially next season. Once I get a year under me, start maybe get some sponsorships and
Absolutely.
get it going. I got 1% on my phone, so it's time to get out of here so I can get Chase's song played. But we will see y'all next Thursday, 7:00 here at Pro Dreams. If y'all want to come hang out, come hang out. This is an incredible place that Trey has let us do the podcast at. But here's Chase Tyler with Louisiana is My Home.
I come from Louisiana, from the banks of the Pontchartrain. I was born in an old houseboat in the eye of a hurricane. I've been all around this great big world, but no matter where I roam, I'll always come back to Louisiana, 'cause Louisiana is home. People stop and ask me where it is that I come from. I tell them I am so down south, even the Mississippi's scared to run. Oh, from Bourbon Street to Baton Rouge, from Malibu to Thibodeau. I'll always come back to Louisiana, 'cause Louisiana is home. We got Cypress storms and Salisbury Calm, jambalaya and fado. New Orleans blues and Mardi Gras too, and the bars they never close. Now you can take me away from this bayou state, but I won't be gone too long. And I'll always come back to Louisiana, 'cause Louisiana is home. Can take me away from this bayou state, but I won't be gone too long. And I'll always come back to Louisiana, 'cause Louisiana is my home.